College Math Placement Test Practice Questions 2026. Flashcard 1. Set up the multiplication vertically. Remember to insert a placeholder of 0 when you multiply 416 by 7. Answer is 29,120. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 416 times 70 equals a 29,536 b 29,120 c 486 d 2,912 e. None of these. Flashcard 2. Start by writing 4 2/5 as an improper fraction. 4 2/5 equals 22 over 5. Subtract, and then write the answer as a mixed number. 22 over 5 minus 35 equals 22 minus 3/5 equals 19 over 5 equals 3 4/5. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 4 2/5 minus 3/5 equals a 3 4/5 b 1 1/5 c 3 1/5 d 2 1/5 e. None of these. Flashcard 3. The denominator of each fraction is 5. Since the denominators are the same, just subtract the numerators. 4/5 minus 1/5 equals 4 minus 1/5 equals 3/5. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 4/5 minus 1/5 equals a 3/5 b1 c4 d 1/5 e. None of these. Flashcard 4. The number 4 can be written as 4/1, which is the same value as 12 over 3. 4 minus 1/3 equals 12 over 3 minus 1/3 equals 11 over 3 equals 3 2/3. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 4 minus 1/3 equals a 3 2/3 b 1/3 c 3 d 2/3 e. None of these. Flashcard 5. Use long division. 5 goes into 661 132 times with a remainder of 1. Use long division. 5 goes into 661 132 times with a remainder of 1. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 5/661 equals a 130, R5b 132, R1c 132, R2d 130, R3e. None of these. Flashcard 6. The three fractions have a common denominator of 5. Just add the numerators. 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 2/5 equals 1 plus 1 plus 2/5 equals 4/5. This is not one of the answer choices. None of these. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 2/5 equals a 4/15 b 3/5 c 1/5 d 2/5 c. None of these. Flashcard 7. Write each mixed number as an improper fraction. Then get a common denominator, which is 10. 11 over 2 plus 39 over 10 equals 55 over 10 plus 39 over 10 equals 55 plus 39 over 10 equals 9 4/10 equals 9 2/5. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 5 1/2 plus 3 9/10 equals 8 1/5 b 9 2/5 c 8 2/5 d 9 1/5 e. None of these. Flashcard 8. Write the subtraction vertically. In the ones column, 8 can't be subtracted from 4, so we borrow a 10 from the tens column. Answer is $6.50. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is $14.50 minus $8 equals a $7.50 b 6.50 c 65 cents d 4.65 c. None of these. Flashcard 9. Line up the decimals at the decimal point. In the tens column, 9 plus 5 equals 14, so we write the 4 and carry the 1 to the ones column. Answer is 23.4. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 22.9 plus 0.5 equals a 2.34 b 22.4 c 23.4 d 24.3 e. None of these. Flashcard 10. To multiply decimals, multiply as you would if they were whole numbers. After multiplying, move the decimal 3 places to the left. The answer is 0.729. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is multiply without using the calculator. A 3.645 b 7.209 c 0.737 d 0.729. Flashcard 11. The total earnings will be base salary plus commission. The base salary is $10,000. The commission is 15% of $90,000 or $13,500. The total base salary plus commission is $23,500. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, this table is used to calculate annual commissions and salaries for car salespeople. What would the total yearly earnings of a sales assistant be who has $90,000 in sales? A $29,400, B $24,675, C $23,500, D $15,750. Flashcard 12. To convert the percent to a decimal, divide by 100 and drop the percent sign. Then, of is a keyword meaning to multiply 0.00156,000 equals 96,000 minus 9 equals 5,991 gears. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, the failure rate of gears from a factory is 0.15%. Out of 6,000 gears produced on Tuesday, how many are expected to function properly? A 3,000 gears, B 5,100 gears, C 5,910 gears, D 5,991 gears. Flashcard 13. 20 multiplied by the total amount would represent his savings. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Tim is a member of an animal rescue organization. All members receive a 20% discount at the pet store. If Tim's total purchase price was $42.50, which of the following expressions would represent the savings from his discount? If Tim's total purchase price was $42.50, which of the following expressions would represent the savings from his discount? A D times 20 B D times 20 C D divided by 20 D D divided by 20. Flashcard 14. Convert 5% to a decimal. Then, let x be the total profit. Your equation is 0.05x divided by 12 equals 2,300. First multiply both sides by 12. Then divide by 0.050.05x divided by 12 equals 2,300. 0.05x equals 27,600. X equals $552,000. Lynn's total profit was $552,000. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Lynn manages a small company with 12 employees. He offers profit sharing where 5% of profits at end of year is distributed evenly to the employees. Each employee earned $2,300 in profit sharing in 2013. What was the total profit? A $216,000, B $138,000, C $552,000, D $55,200. Flashcard 15. 1 yard equals 3 feet. Use this to write a conversion factor 12 ydx 3 feet / 1 yd equals 36 feet. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Sarah parked her car 12 yards from the store. How many feet is that? Sarah parked her car 12 yards from the store. How many feet is that? A 36 feet, B 15 feet, C 48 feet, D 4 feet. Flashcard 16. 6 $20 bills is 6 $20 equals $120. When $5 is added to $120, the result is $125. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Samantha received $125 in cash for her graduation. Which of these combinations is equivalent to $125? A. 9 $10 bills and 5 $5 bills. B. 5 $20 bills and 3 $5 bills. C. 4 $20 bills and 8 $5 bills. D. 6 $20 bills and 1 $5 bill. Flashcard 17. Look at the general seating row of the table. The cost for each freshman is $11.99, and the cost for each junior is $9.99. Multiply the number of students for each ticket price. 6 times 11.99 plus 2 times 9.99 equals $91.92. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a group of students plan to attend a football game. 6 freshmen and 2 juniors want to purchase general seating tickets. What is the total price of the tickets for this group? A $91.92, B $175.84, C $83.92, D $102.88. Flashcard 18. General seating tickets. 8 times $10.99 equals $87.92. Bleacher tickets. 8 times $8.99 equals $71.92. $87.92 minus $71.92 equals $16. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, 8 sophomores are deciding between bleacher tickets and general seating tickets. How much would they save by purchasing bleacher tickets? A $2, B $16, C $8, D $32. Flashcard 19. 1 equals 1, 7 equals 10s, 8 equals hundreds, 2 equals thousands, 4 equals 10,000s. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 352,642.87. What is the place value of the digit 4? A thousands, B 10,000, C 100,000s, D hundreds. Flashcard 20. Divide the weight of Ava's dog by 5. 135 divided by 5 equals 27 pounds. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Ava's dog weighs 135 pounds. It is 5 times heavier than her cat. How much does her cat weigh? Ava's dog weighs 135 pounds. It is 5 times heavier than her cat. How much does her cat weigh? A 27 pounds, B 13.5 pounds, C 17 pounds, D 25 pounds. Flashcard 21. The correct answer is 94 feet. The surveyor has measured 2 legs of a right triangle. Using the Pythagorean formula, you can calculate the answer. The legs, A and B, are 50 feet and 80 feet. A 2 plus B2 equals C2. 52 plus 82 equals C2. 2,500 plus 6,400 equals C2. C2 equals 8,900. C equals a circumflex letter 2. C6 Asachik EIGHT 1,900. C a circumflex letter 2. C6 94.3 to the nearest whole foot. The distance between the houses is 94 feet. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a surveyor took the following measurements of 2 houses on opposite sides of a river. Based on these measurements, what is the distance between the 2 houses to the nearest foot? A 65 feet, B 94 feet, C 130 feet, D 95 feet. Flashcard 22. Draw the line through 4, 5 with a slope that goes down 2 units and right 1 unit. The point 5, 3 is also on the line. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a line contains the point 4, 5 and has a slope of -2, which point is also on the line. The 4, 1b, 6, 2c, 5, 3d, 5, 7. Flashcard 23. The formula for the area of a trapezoid is A equals 1/2 hours B1 plus B2. Substitute given values into the formula and solve for the unknown base. 864 equals 1/2. A circumflex 2430 plus B2. 864 equals 1230 plus B2. 864 equals 360 plus 12 B2. 504 equals 12 B2. 42 equals B2. The length of the base is 42 centimeters. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, the area of a trapezoid is 864 centimeters 2. It has a height of 24 centimeters, and the length of one of its bases is 30 centimeters. What is the length of the other base? A 42 centimeters, B 45 centimeters, C 114 centimeters, D 38 centimeters. Flashcard 24. Start by drawing the diagram and label the diagonal x. Note that each side length of the playground is 12/4 equals 30 yd. Use the Pythagorean theorem to find x. A 2 plus b2 equals c2. x2 equals 32 plus 32. x2 equals 900 plus 900. x2 equals 1800. x equals a circumflex letter 2. c6 Asachik one 1800. x equals 30. A circumflex letter 2. c6 Asachik two. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a square playground has a perimeter of 120 yards. What is the length of a diagonal of the playground? The SIXTY circumflex letter 2 C6 Asachik TWOYDBNINETY circumflex letter 2 C6 Asachik TWOYDC 45 YDDTHIRTY circumflex letter 2 C6 Asachik TWOYD. Flashcard $25 worth of merchandise was sold on Tuesday. Twice this amount is written as 2D. 15 less than 2D is written as 2D minus 150. Answer 2D minus 150. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, on Tuesday, $D worth of merchandise was sold. On Wednesday, the amount of merchandise sold was $150 less than twice the amount of merchandise sold on Tuesday. Which expression represents the amount of merchandise sold on Wednesday? A 2D minus 150, B 2D minus 150, C 2 150 minus D 150 minus 2D. Flashcard 26. Multiply and then combine like terms for x2y plus 3y2 minus x equals 8xy plus 6y minus 3x equals 5xy plus 6y. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, simplify the expression for x2y plus 3y2 minus x for x2y plus 3y2 minus xa, 5xy plus 6yb, 8xy plus 6y minus xc, 11xy plus 6yd, 8xy plus 6y minus 3x. Flashcard 27. The line shown on the graph is y equals 3x plus 10, y equals 3x plus 10. Use the point-slope form of a line. y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. 2 points on the line are minus 2, 4 and minus 4, minus 2. Using the slope formula, you find the slope mm equals y2 minus y1 slash x2 minus x1 equals minus 2 minus 4 slash minus 4 minus minus 2 equals 3. Substitute this and the coordinates of the first point into the point-slope equation of a line, and solve for y minus 4 equals 3x minus 2, y minus 4 equals 3x plus 6, y equals 3x plus 10. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, what is the equation of a line? A y equals 3x plus 10, b y equals minus 1 slash 3x minus 10, c y equals 3x minus 10, d y equals 1 slash 3x plus 10. Flashcard 28. First, get like terms on the same side of the equal sign. Then isolate the variable 3 plus 3x equals 12 plus x2 x equals 9 x equals 9 halves. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, solve for x3 plus 3x equals 12 plus x equals 9 halves, b x equals 15 over 4, c x equals 5 quarters, d x equals 5 halves. Flashcard 29. 10 less than means minus 10, and twice means times 2. The expression is 2 meters minus 10. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, on Tuesday, Mo's chickens produced 10 less than twice the eggs he had on Monday. Let M represent Monday's eggs, and write an expression for Tuesday's production level. A 2 meters minus 10 b 2 plus m minus 10 c 2 meters plus 10 d 10 minus 2 meters. Flashcard 30. Solve as you would an equation, except when you divide by minus 2, you need to flip the inequality symbol. 0.1 minus 2t greater than or equal to 0.7 minus 2t greater than or equal to 0.6t less than or equal to minus 0.3. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, solve for t 0.1 minus 2t greater than or equal to 0.7 a t greater than or equal to minus 0.4 b t less than or equal to minus 0.4 c t less than or equal to minus 0.3 d t greater than or equal to minus 0.3. Flashcard 31. To solve this question, you must solve the equation for x. The first step is to simplify by distributing the minus 6 into the parentheses. The next step is to combine like terms. Finally, isolate x. 10x minus 6 plus 18x minus 6 2x minus 4 equals 2 10x minus 6 plus 18x minus 12x plus 24 equals 2 10x plus 18x minus 12x plus minus 6 plus 24 equals 2 16x plus 18 equals 2 16x equals minus 16 x equals minus 1. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, if 10x minus 6 plus 18x minus 6 2x minus 4 equals 2, what is the value of x? X equals minus 8 sevenths, b x equals minus 7 eighths, c x equals minus 1, d x equals 1. Flashcard 32. First multiply by 2 to rid the equation of the fraction. Then, bring all the variable terms on one side of the equal sign, and all the constants on the other. 5x minus 18 equals x slash 2 2 5x minus 18 equals 2x slash 2 10x minus 36 equals x 9x equals 36 x equals 4. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, solve the equation. 5x minus 18 equals x slash 2x equals 2b x equals 4c x equals 5d x equals 3. Flashcard 33. According to the table, a dozen roses costs $50, daisies cost $2 each, and carnations cost $1 each. The total cost is 50 plus 5 2 plus 3 1 equals $63. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, according to the table, what is the cost of a dozen roses, 5 daisies, and 3 carnations? A $63, b $61, c $58, d $59. Flashcard 34. First, use the slope formula to find the slope. M equals y2 minus y1 slash x2 minus x1 equals 10 minus minus 4 slash 6 minus 2 equals 14 over 4 equals 7 halves. Now, substitute the slope and one of the points into the slope-intercept formula. Y minus y1 equals mx x1 y10 equals 7 halves x6 y10 equals 7 slash 2 x21 y equals 7 slash 2 x11. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a line passes through the points 2, minus 4 and 6, 10. What is the equation of the line? A y equals minus 7 slash 2x plus 11 over 2b y equals 7 slash 2x plus 11 c y equals minus 7x minus 11 over 2d y equals 7 slash 2x minus 11. Flashcard 35. Start by drawing a diagram and label the diagonal x. Note that each side length of the playground is 120 over 4 equals 30 yd. Use the Pythagorean theorem to find x. A2 plus b2 equals c2, x2 equals 32 plus 32, x2 equals 900 plus 900, x2 equals 1800, x equals a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec one 1800, x equals thirty, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec two. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a square playground has a perimeter of 120 yards. What is the length of a diagonal of the playground? A thirty, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec twoydb 45 ydcninety, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec twoyddssixty, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec twoyd. Flashcard 36. The amount of sunlight increases from 4 to 5 to 6 hours. The plants grow more per week. The plants that get more sunlight are growing more quickly. According to the information in the graph, longer exposure to sunlight tends to result in more rapid growth. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, the graph shows the amount of growth in plants exposed to different amounts of sunlight. What is a reasonable conclusion based on the data in the graph? A. Plants do not grow unless they have at least 5 hours of sunlight. B. Longer exposure to sunlight tends to result in more rapid growth. C. More than 5 hours of sunlight is bad for plants. D. Plants cannot survive with less than 5 hours of sunlight. Flashcard 37. Because the graph is strictly increasing, you can say that the price of bread increases with the cost of oil, so there is a relationship. However, the rate of increase, the slope varies, so it is not a linear relationship, and therefore not proportional. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, the graph plots the relationship between the price of oil and the price of bread in the United States. What can be said about this relationship? A. The price of bread is inversely proportional to the cost of oil. B. The price of bread increases proportionally to the cost of oil. C. The quantities do not have a relationship. D. The price of bread increases with the cost of oil, but the relationship is not proportional. Flashcard 38. The answer is EIGHT, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec two. Factor the radicands in a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec FIFTY plus a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec EIGHTEEN. You get a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TWENTY5, a circumflex 2 plus a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec NINE, a circumflex 2. Pulling out the perfect squares gives FIBE, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TWO plus THREE, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TWO. Because they are like radicals, you can add these. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, find a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec FIFTY plus a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec 18. Write your answer in simplest terms. A EIGHT, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TWO, FIBE, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TEN plus 3C FIBE, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TWO plus a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec EIGHTEEND 30 FOUR, a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec TWO. Flashcard 39. Subtract the earlier temperature 2 from the later temperature 5. This is the same as adding positive 2. 5 plus 2 equals 3. The temperature was 3 degrees colder in the afternoon. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Darcy read her thermometer in the morning and the temperature was -2 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon the same thermometer showed a temperature of -5 degrees Celsius. Which of the following is true? A. The temperature was 3 degrees colder in the afternoon. B. The temperature was 3 degrees warmer in the afternoon. C. The temperature was 7 degrees warmer in the afternoon. D. The temperature was 7 degrees colder in the afternoon. Flashcard 40. The median cost of the prints would change by $5. The median, or middle, cost of the 3 original prints is $35. When a fourth price is added to the list of prices, the median is the number halfway between the 2 middle prices. The price halfway between $35 and $45 is $40, so $40 is the new median price. The median price has changed from $35 to $40, a difference of $5. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, an art gallery is selling 3 poster prints of paintings, costing $26, $35, and $50. If the store started selling a fourth print for $45, by how many dollars would the median cost of the prints change? A $5, B $4, C $2, D no change. Flashcard 41. Multiply, and then combine like terms for x2y plus 3y2 minus x equals 8xy plus 6y minus 3x equals 5xy plus 6y. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, simplify the expression, for x2y plus 3y2 minus xa, 8xy plus 6y minus xb, 5xy plus 6yc, 8xy plus 6y minus 3xd, 11xy plus 6y. Flashcard 42. First, factor 3 out, and divide both sides by it. 3x2 plus 6x minus 24 equals 0. 3x2 plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. x2 plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Then, factor the quadratic equation. Find a factor pair of AC equals 1 minus 8 equals minus 8 whose sum is 2. That pair is 4 minus 2. Write the quadratic equation in factored form, then set each factor equal to 0 and solve. X minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. A circumflex x equals 2x plus 4 equals 0. A circumflex x equals minus 4. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, what are the solutions of the equation 3x2 plus 6x minus 24 equals 0? A minus 2, 4b2, minus 4c4, minus 6d minus 4, 6. Flashcard 43. Analyst A M equals 32,500 minus 30,000 / 5 minus 0 equals 500. Analyst B December X equals 0 F0 equals 30,000 May X F5 equals 5 equals minus 56 Phi 2 plus 805 plus 30,000 equals 32,600 meters equals 32,600 minus 30,000 / 5 minus 0 equals 520. Analyst B minus analyst A equals 520 minus 500 equals $20 per month. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Julio has two financial analysts provide profit functions for his company. Analyst A provides the function given in the graph, where X is the month after December 2013, while Analyst B offers the function fx equals minus 56x2 plus 800x plus 30,000. How much faster is the average profit change projected by Analyst B between December 2013 and May 2014, compared to Analyst A? $120 per month, B $40 per month, C $20 per month, D $500 per month. Flashcard 44. This is a compound probability. Start with the numbers. There is one way to get a 9 out of 10 possible digits 0 through 9. Now, there are 26 letters that could go in the letter location, and only one correct letter. So there is one way to get an A out of 26 possible outcomes. Because you want both, it is an improbability. So you multiply 1/10 A circumflex 1/26 equals 1/260. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a building security code has two numeric digits, 0 through 9, followed by two letters. What is the probability that the first digit is 9 and the last letter is A? A 1/2 600 B 9/65 C 1/260 D 1/234. Flashcard 45. Use the FOIL method to distribute the terms of the first binomial to the second binomial. 3x plus 4 2x minus 5 equals 3x 2x plus 3x minus 5 plus 4 2x plus 4 minus 5 equals 6x 2 minus 15x plus 8x minus 20 equals 6x 2 minus 7x minus 20. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, multiply 3x plus 4 2x minus 5 6x2 plus 22x minus 26x2 minus 7x plus 26x2 minus 26x2 minus 7x minus 20. Flashcard 46. To find the average dice roll, multiply each result by the number of rolls and divide by 100. The total number of rolls 15 1 plus 18 2 plus 14 3 plus 16 4 plus 19 5 plus 18 6 / 100 equals 360 over 100 equals 3.6. The answer is 3.6. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, to find the average result of rolling a 6-sided dice, Josh rolls a dice 100 times. The table shows how many times Josh rolled each number. What is the mean, or average, of the dice rolls? A 3.6 B 4.2 C 2.9 D 3. Flashcard 47. This question asks for the probability of rain on both days. This is solved using the multiplication rule for independent probability. P rain on M and T equals 0.6 0.3 equals 0.18. There is an 18% chance for rain on both days. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a weather report said there is a 60% chance of rain on Monday and a 30% chance of rain on Tuesday. Based on the report, what is the chance it will rain on both days? A 30%, B 18%, C 90%, D 45%. Flashcard 48. This equation can be solved by factoring. However, the quadratic formula will be used here. X equals 8a circumflex plus or minus a circumflex letter 2c6 a sachec sixty 4 minus 4a circumflex 3a circumflex 5 halves a circumflex 3 equals 8a circumflex plus or minus 2/6 equals 1 5/3. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, solve the following equation for x0 equals 3x2 minus 8x plus 5 x equals 3/8, 3/5 b x equals 1 5/3 c. There are no real solutions. dx equals 2 2/3. Flashcard 49. Substitute p equals 12 into the formula and solve for s. S12 equals 1.5 minus 12 2 plus 1600 a circumflex 12 equals 1.5 minus 144 plus 19,200 equals 1.5 19,056 equals 28,584. The total sales would be $28,584. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a small company markets a new multivitamin. The function SP equals 1.5 minus P2 plus 1600 P predicts the total sales S as a function of the price P of one jar of the multivitamin. Predict the total sales if each jar of the multivitamin is priced at $12. A $36,281, B $28,584, C $41,472, D $18,419. Flashcard 50. Half of 32,404 is 16,202. So, the population of Baker is at least 16,202. At least uses the symbol greater than or equal to, because the population P of Baker can equal 16,202 or it can be greater than 16,202. So, P greater than or equal to 16,202. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, the population of Sherwood is 32,404. The population of Baker P is at least half the population of Sherwood, which inequality represents the population of Baker. The P greater than or equal to 64,808 B. P greater than or equal to 16,202 C. P 16,202. Flashcard 51. This game involves independent probability. Multiply the probability for each event. P blue then blue equals P blue equals 3/23/20 equals 9/400 equals 2.25%. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, a new board game comes with a deck of 20 cards, 5 red, 3 blue, 2 orange, and 10 green. After the deck is shuffled, the player is to choose the top card and note its color, replace the card, shuffle the deck again, and then choose the top card again and note its color. What is the probability that both cards selected are blue? A 3%, B 2.25%, C 9%, D 6.25%. Flashcard 52. In order for the table to represent a function, each number in the x column should be paired with no more than one number in the y column. From the answer choices listed, this can only happen when n equals 8. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, which number could replace n so that the table represents a function? A 4b 12 c 11 d 8. Flashcard 53. Instead of using the ratio 2:3, use the ratio 2:5. This is useful because it tells us the ratio of grasshoppers with white markings to all grasshoppers. To find out how many grasshoppers have white markings on their backs, you can create a proportion 2 out of 5 equals x out of 290 by cross-multiplying 2/5 equals x/292 290 equals 5x 580 equals 5x 116 equals x. About 116 of the photographs will show white markings. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, in a population of grasshoppers, the ratio of grasshoppers with a white marking to those without a white marking is 2:3. An entomologist captures and photographs 290 grasshoppers. How many photographs are likely to show grasshoppers with a white marking? A 193, B 112, C 58, D 116. Flashcard 54. Start by writing 5y/2 as 2.5y. Next, subtract 1.5 from both sides of the inequality. 6.5 1.5 1.5 plus 2.5y 1.55 2.5y. When each side of the inequality is divided by 2.5, the result is 2y, which is the same as y2. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is solve the inequality for y. A y1.6 b y2. Flashcard 55. At equals LW equals the quadratic equation is x plus 20x minus 40 equals 2700 x2 minus 20x minus 800 equals 2700 x2 minus 20x minus 3500 equals 0 x2 dash 20 x 3500 equals 0 x minus 70 x plus 50 equals 0 x minus 70 equals 0 or x plus 50 equals 0 x equals 70 or x equals minus 50. You can't have negative measurements, so x equals 70. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is a rectangular building lot has the dimensions shown. If its area is 2,700 feet 2, what is the value of x? The x equals 100, b x equals 50, c x equals 70, d x equals 35. Flashcard 56. When the first number is drawn, it is removed from the pool. When the number 5 is taken away, there are 49 numbers remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and all the numbers up to 50. So, there are 49 possible outcomes of a draw. There is one desired outcome, the number 34. The probability of drawing the number 34 or 1 inch is 49. One desired outcome out of 49 possible outcomes. The probability of drawing any particular number on the second draw is 1/49. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is a fundraiser lottery draws 2 winners each month from 50 tickets numbered 1 through 50. Marjorie always puts her age, 34, on her lottery ticket and enters it into the lottery. This month, the number 5 is drawn first and removed from the lottery. What is the probability of drawing the number 34 on the second draw? A 1/50, b 34 over 50, c 1/49, d 34 over 49. Flashcard 57. The easiest method is to factor the numerator and see if there is a multiple of the denominator. All the terms in the numerator are factors of 4, so start by factoring out the 4. 4x2 minus 36/x plus 3 equals 4x2 minus 9/x plus 3 equals 4x minus 3x plus 3/x plus 3 equals 4x minus 3. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, what is the quotient when 4x2 minus 36 is divided by x plus 3? A 4x minus 3b 2x minus 3c 4x plus 6d 2x minus 3. Flashcard 58. He did the dash 5/3 meters/sec faster. The speed is in units of distance per time, so meters per second. Antonio did the dash in 400 meters per 80 seconds, or 5 meters/sec. To find his average speed on the hurdles, take the slope between the initial point 00 and final point 120, 400. Use the slope formula m equals y2 minus y1/x2 minus x1 equals 400 minus 0/120 minus 0 equals 10 over 3 to find the difference in speeds. Subtract 5 minus 10 over 3 equals 15 over 3 minus 10 over 3 equals 5/3 meters/sec. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, Antonio is on the track team. He ran the 400-meter dash in 1 minute and 20 seconds. The graph shows his performance on the 400-meter hurdles. How much faster was his average speed in the 400-meter dash? A 5/3 meters/sec, b 5 meters/sec, c 10/3 meters/sec, d 3/10 meters/sec. Flashcard 59. Substitute x equals 1.5 into the function. f 1.5 equals 16. 1.52 plus 112 equals 16. 2.25 plus 112 equals 36 plus 112 equals 76. The object was 76 feet high, 1.5 seconds after it was released. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, the function f(x) equals minus 16x2 plus 112 models the height, in feet, of an object x seconds after it was released. What was the height of the object 1.5 seconds after it was released? A 76 feet, b 114 feet, c 98 feet, d 88 feet. Flashcard 60. Solve by factoring and then use the zero principle. Minus 2t2 plus t plus 28 equals 0. 2t plus 7 minus t plus 4 equals 0. 2t plus 7 equals 0. t plus 4 equals 0. 2t equals 7. t equals 4. t equals 7 halves. t equals 4. Answer is t equals 7 halves, 4. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is, solve the following equation for t minus 2t2 plus t plus 28 equals 0 at t equals 2/7, minus 4bt equals 4/3, minus 7ct equals minus 7 halves, 4dt equals minus 3/4, 7.